Hi, it's Eden from A Moment of Zen, and what I want to talk about today is what does that mean when somebody says everything you need is already inside of you? First off, if you've heard that before and you're trying to figure out life, how to have the life you want, how to feel good, hearing somebody tell you everything you need is already inside you is really frustrating and annoying, because until you get it, you don't get it. And it's like, what does that mean? Where is it? How do I find it? How do I get it? How do I access it? And the way I learned, because believe me, I was like, every time somebody said that, I was like, whatever, you're awesome. Thanks for the advice. Sorry about that, it was a little rude. But that's how I felt. I was like, what does that mean? So, real quick, I learned what that meant when I started following, I'm sorry, I'm so itchy, Law of Attraction teachings through Abraham Hicks material. And I'm not paid or affiliated with that company at all. I just really love that work. Just a quick little side note there. But anyway, when I started learning about the law of attraction and how to pay attention to your own guidance, that's when I figured it out. That's when I was like, oh, that's what it means by everything is inside of you. And it took me a bit to figure that out too, because if you're familiar with the law, the Abraham Hicks material, they talk about how you have an emotional guidance system that is like your personal GPS. And at first I was like, all right, I understand what you're saying, but I don't quite get it yet. And that's how all this stuff is, because it's energy, it's vibration, and you may understand the words that I'm saying, but until you experience it, you may not get it. So, going back to the whole everything you need is within you. The way I interpreted it and started to figure it out is when I listened to, again, the Abraham material, and they were explaining how your emotions are your guidance system. And that when you're paying attention to how you're feeling or your reactions to things, which is how you're feeling when you're hearing or seeing or saying different things, and you can then guide yourself towards the things that feel good, that's when you start to realize everything I need is within me. I'm connected to all that is. And if I can listen to myself, which is like your gut, your instincts, your emotions, then you now have access to everything that's within you. It's not like there's this book or computer or library in your brain that you're gonna, or somewhere inside of you that you're gonna look stuff up and access that information. It's the feelings, it's the emotions. That's everything that you need, because that's how you know when you are in alignment with yourself, or all that is. Where all that is, all that universal energy knows everything about everything. Whether you want to call that God or universal or higher self or whatever you want to call it. That's where it's connected to everything. That's where all your answers are. So it's in you, because you're part of everything. You're part of that greater energy. It's inside of you. So when you can pay attention to how you feel, that's how you can access everything that you need. The happiness that you're seeking isn't outside of you. I think most of us know that by now, that you can have a happy reaction to things, but it's your reactions, okay? It's your interpretations of things. The same way as if somebody says something to you that may be nasty or hurtful, you can be hurt by it. The person didn't hurt you. It's your interpretation of what they said to you. You can let it hurt you, or you can let it go. So back to everything's inside you. It's your emotions. That's my take on it, at least. So if you can learn to pay attention to how you're feeling and catch yourself, especially if you're starting to feel negative emotion, whether it's anger, sadness, jealousy, any sort of upset, catch it early and then go, whoa, wait a second, I don't feel so right now. Hold on. why am I not happy? What's upsetting me at this moment? And then you can make the right choices. And the more that you find the happiness within, the more that you can align with the things that feel good and keep maintaining those good feeling thoughts and good feeling emotions, things just start coming to you. Okay? So if somebody tells you everything that you need is within inside you, it is. You just need to keep practicing paying attention to yourself. Trust your instincts, listen to your guidance, find things that feel good, and when things don't feel good, shift your focus, and you'll see how things just start to fall. And the more you practice it, the more of those I knew that was going to happen type moments. You'll have these inner knowings. You'll just know. You'll either know you were going to talk to somebody, or you know you were going to run into somebody, or you knew something was going to happen, good or seemingly bad, whatever. You just have these knowings more and more and more. You just have to start paying attention to yourself. Okay? So I hope that clarified things as far as, everything's inside you. Because believe me, I know how frustrating that is and annoying it is to hear that when you are like, where? How do I get that? How do I access it? That's how I did it. That was the door for me. Learning to pay attention to how I felt in every moment. And, just a side note, when you learn to pay attention to how you feel, it's very easy to blame other people and circumstances. But if you can own up to your part in things and say, okay, so maybe this person, said something hurtful. Oh, they hate my sweater. You can allow that person to hurt your feelings because they hated your sweater, or you can just be like, that's you. I'm choosing not to let your thoughts about me affect me. So that's how you take, you own up to your own stuff. You have a choice. You can, let people bother you or not. But that's kind of straying off the topic a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I went a little longer than I wanted to. I hope it was helpful. Please, again, as usual, let me know you liked it by giving it a thumbs up, a like, and clicking subscribe if you haven't already. Contact information will be in the comment box below. And I hope you have an awesome day. I will see you next time. Bye.